Hello. As part of our summary series, we're going to be focusing on the two methods or two options, if you will, for VetSpecs capnography in regards to their multi-parameter systems. In front of you, the monitoring display that you see, this is the latest flagship system by VetSpecs. This is the SM100 model. I'm going to ask you to focus mostly on this bottom waveform or essentially the fourth channel, if you will. The white waveform, of course, is the capnograph. We're going to have your end-tidal CO2 value, the larger number showing as 36. There is a fractional inspired value, which is a bit unique in capnography. Fractional inspired is basically stands for, well, it is again fractional inspired, but it is essentially the rebreathing of CO2. And then lastly is your respiratory rate. Now, VetSpecs offers the two different methods or options for capnography for specific reasons. Your mainstream CO2 sensor and then your side stream microflow sensor or module. These two options are available as VetSpecs has learned over the years that the mainstream sensors are certainly more streamlined. It's a smaller sensor. Connects right to the trach tube and does all of the processing at the source of the trach tube. But again, they are recommending that this mainstream technology be utilized exclusively for surgical applications. If it is utilized in dentistry, moisture does tend to take a toll on its performance over time. And so, again, mainstream for surgical. As we go to the microflow side stream option, this is actually utilized, can be utilized both in dentistry and surgically, and again, with equal performance. A little more involvement than the mainstream sensor as far as hookup. Essentially, you're going to have a airway adapter which connects to the trach tube. There is a 6-foot, what we refer to as a sample line. There is a filter involved to filter out moisture. The sensor and module, if you will, this is able to connect right to the multi-parameter module that comes with the SM100 model. The module has 3 ports, one for your SpO2, again one for your respiration and CO2, and then also one for your ECG and temperature. For the capnography function, we're going to be focusing on this middle port. And again, either of these two modules or sensors are able to connect directly to that port. As for use, again, very easy to connect either. Just hook up. The system will automatically give you the readings and values. One of the very nice features behind the capnography options for VetSpecs is you do have the ability to set on the monitor an audible respiratory sound or tone. As well, you can have on the pulse rate tone, so it is capable of doing both tones simultaneously. And of course, you do have your alarm settings. The capnography does have an apnea alarm built in. We appreciate you joining us today and look forward to having you with us again at some time in the future.